Hello, this is Peter B. And today I'm doing a video response for The Card Story. It's THA Card Story. They are a new channel, and I actually just discovered them. They just went over 100 subscribers. And it's a father, Matt, and his young son, Ty. And together they show some beautiful vintage cards. And I love the fact that Matt's getting Ty involved and he's learning all the players and all the cards, and I hope he develops a love for them, all the vintage cards, as he gets older. So, what they wanted to see was combo cards or multiplayer cards. So I grabbed a couple and I want to show you. The first multiplayer card I have is from the N172 Old Judge series from 1887. In this series, there is a lot of multiplayer cards. This one is a card of Old Hoss Radburn, and the title they gave it is Radburn Tagging Out Nash. They were both Boston Red Stockings at the time of 1887. And this was done in a photographer's studio. And like all the other Old Judge cards, they're in a posed position of batting, throwing, catching. And there were a couple of tagging out runners. So that's Old Hoss Radburn tagging out the sliding Nash. That's from the Old Judge. So that's my first card I wanted to show. The second card is from the 1911 Mecca double folder. Now this is a error card. It's cut wrong. It would be the full portrait of him. You know, his butt end will be behind him, not in front of him. So it is a miscut card. And what they did, they were issued in Mecca packs of cigarettes. And it was actually folded about right here. So be folded smaller to insert into your cigarette. And it featured two players. The front, this card is Killian of the Toronto minor league team. And then the back is Fitzpatrick, also of Toronto. And once again, he wouldn't be playing leapfrog, or that butt end would be behind him if the card was cut right. It would just be one player. And what you do, you fold it over, and so Fitzpatrick's head will now line up about right here. So be two players, one player the full length, and one player shown completely in the folded. So because they were folded, they do have the fold. That's the way they come. And hopefully they're only folded a couple of times and they're nice and straight now. Excuse me. This is the T201 Mecca double folder. And it had two players on the card. Next one I want to show you is from 1912. The T202 Hassan triple folder. Now these cards would have end panels of two different players. In this case it's Morty and Mr. Ty Cobb. And in the middle would be a black and white action shot. Sometimes it would be of one of the players on the end panel. Other times it wouldn't. Sorry again. In this case, that's a picture of Ty Cobb slided into third. And it's actually a famous picture done by Colin, the photographer. Now, these cards were also inserted into cigarette packs, and they were folded in thirds. You can see the fold line right here and right here. So they'll be folded into thirds. And that's what the back looks like. You have Ty Cobb's little brief biography. And you have more of these. Brief biography. And then a little excerpt about what that action shot is. So this is Ty Cobb steals third. Triple folder. It was folded 3 times, but had 2 different players on the end panel. T202, Hassan triple fold. You're going to jump a little bit in time, all the way to 1935. And these are Gaudy's 4-in-1. One card featuring 4 players. The whole set was like this. They would normally take a team, in this case the Red Sox, and show 4 people from that team. In this case, the player Werber, the player Will Ferrell, his brother Rick Ferrell, and I can't pronounce it, Ostermuller. And then the back is part of a puzzle. Put multiple cards together and you create a puzzle. So once again, these are from 1935 Gaudy, and it was called 4-in-1 cards. Okay, we're going to now skip to 1962. They had special cards in the set featuring 2 or more players. Here's one example. The AL and NL Homer Kings. Roger Maris. This is just after his 61 home run season. So he's the AL home run king in 61. And in the National League was Orlando Cepeda. And then they would give a little excerpt about what the card's all about. Roger's 61 home runs last season put all of baseball's record books out of date. Until this year, when Judge hit 62, putting all the record books out of date. So, 1962, AL Homer Kings, multiplayer card. And I want to show you one more from 1962. This card's called Manager's Dream. It has a Mickey Mantle and a Willie Mays. And sure, if they were on your team, they would be a manager's dream. At the time, the 2 best players in baseball, probably. And I just noticed, but that's Fenway Park's Green Monster in the background. And that looks like maybe Ernie Banks behind Willie Mays. So it had to have been at an all-star game. And once again, the back shows a little excerpt about the card, Manager's Dream. So those are from 1962. There were many others in that set like these. And we're going to fast forward to 1971. 1971 Topps with the black border. And this is the National League pitcher leaders from the prior year, 1970. And we have Bob Gibson, who's a Hall of Famer. Gaylord Perry, who's a Hall of Famer. And Fergie Jenkins, who is a Hall of Famer. So very nice multiplayer card showing 3 Hall of Famers. And the back just lists all the pitching leaders for the National League in order. Okay, and the final card, we're going to jump all the way to, I believe, 2018 Topps. And this is called Halo's Heroes, Trout and Ohtani. This was taken after, 1959 cards, I believe. So it was a little duplicate of 59 cards with the, the color circle and a different color border around it. And once again, the back shows a little write-up. So those are just some of my multiplayer cards I have. I hope you enjoyed it. And please do check out the sports cards. Like I said, they just got over 100 subscribers. And they do show off some very nice cards. So thank you very much. Bye.